So if I understand correctly, so you're collecting lots of data and the retailers are able to collect that data using the loyalty cards. So you're able to use that to gather insights, and your dissertation talks about deep machine learning. So how are those algorithms and deep machine learning using that data and giving business insights?
Yeah, so the retailers collect the data, that's absolutely right, and then they make this data available to solution providers just like SO1 or to researchers, as me in the case of my dissertation. So that data is massive. We're talking about millions of consumers, millions of customers purchasing from assortments that contain 150,000 products. And those decisions that customers make when purchasing products can be very complex. Just think about the assortments of retailers in grocery retail. Those assortments contain, as I said, 150,000 products from up to 1,000 product categories. Categories such as detergents or chocolates, things like that. Those products are of course not independent of each other. There are very strong and important relationships between those products. Just think about detergents, we just mentioned it. You have two detergents. Those two detergents are usually considered substitutes by customers. They buy one or the other, but not both in the same shopping trip, because you have your detergent as a customer that you prefer. Now, when you do marketing, you don't want to recommend two detergents to a customer because it's an either-or decision. You want to be able to understand that in making your recommendations to avoid wasting opportunity here and also not bombarding the customer with things they don't care about. What you
were saying earlier about knowing the customer.
Exactly.
What does a customer think if they've got two detergents?
That's absolutely right.
Makes no sense.
And then at the same time, products can be complements. Pasta and pasta sauce, hot dog buns and hot dog sausages, for example, right? Or milk and cookies. So recommending one product might actually favor recommending the other product as well, because you can bundle them, possibly even in a bundle promotion. And understanding this can really drive marketing effectiveness and efficiency. And this is what we use deep learning for at SO1. We use deep learning to make sense of all the patterns we see in the data. It would probably take a lot of time to explain all the bells and whistles, all the details of those algorithms, but the key idea is very simple actually. Make sense of products, of product relationships, from that learn about market structures, and at the same time make sense of consumer attributes and consumer preferences. However, all of that information is extracted from the purchase data. We don't use demographics or other variables that describe the products or the consumers. We actually go to the purchase data and then use deep learning to extract all of those patterns from the data and then leverage that in one-to-one marketing.
I think that's quite an important point as well. So this technology, it knows who I am, but what about my name and address, that sort of thing? Is that also being recorded?
This is not recorded because we found out that using that data in some tests, in addition to those machine learning algorithms applied to the purchase data, did not really add much to the party. And at this point, retailers have the great opportunity to actually make the whole data collection a bit more anonymous, which is a great benefit for the customer at the end of the day. Because you don't need to reveal your shoe size, your favorite color, and your age and your income. All of that is indirectly observed through the purchases that you make. And
so you don't need to know details about my person, just my purchasing history.
Exactly. So instead of revealing everything about the shopper, the customer, we really analyze the data that the customer produces. And of course, every customer has his or her own shopping DNA, you can say, and from that we extract the relevant insights. But the system as a whole treats customers as numbers, as anonymous individuals. As individuals, that's very important, but in a way anonymous, which is a great benefit when you think about the privacy of customers and shoppers, which is very important to us.
Absolutely.
And of course also to retailers.
Yeah, perfect.